In a startling revelation, the Olympic medals awarded during the recent Paris Games are reportedly deteriorating, casting a shadow over the event and its prominent corporate backer LVMH Mode Hennessy Louis Vuitton. The luxury conglomerate, which has been a major sponsor of the Olympics, finds itself in an uncomfortable spotlight as more than 100 athletes have requested replacements for their crumbling medals just months after the Games concluded. The medals, designed by Chaumet, a high-end jewelry maker under the LVMH umbrella, were intended to symbolize the pinnacle of athletic achievement. However, athletes have begun to share alarming images on social media showcasing medals that are flaking and disintegrating. French swimmer Clément Secchi referred to his medal's condition as resembling crocodile skin, while American foil fencer Nick Atkin noted that his bronze medal started to deteriorate a few days post-competition, becoming increasingly noticeable over time. The International Olympic Committee (IOC) has acknowledged the issue, expressing apologies and committing to replacing damaged medals. The Monet de Paris, the French mint responsible for producing the medals, has attributed the deterioration to a technical failure with the varnish used to coat them. This varnish was altered to comply with recent European Union regulations banning toxic chemicals like chromium trioxide, which had previously been utilized to prevent oxidation. Despite LVMH's central role in the design and manufacture of the medals, the company has notably refrained from commenting on the situation. A spokesperson clarified that LVMH did not produce the medals and thus bears no responsibility for their quality. This stance has sparked criticism, particularly given the brand's heavy marketing of its artisanship leading up to the Olympics. Philippe Bergamini, a veteran designer at Chaumet, had previously emphasized the meticulous craftsmanship behind the medals, which included a piece of the Eiffel Tower at their core. The growing backlash against LVMH and the IOC not only raises questions about the quality control processes in place but also highlights the broader implications for corporate involvement in global sporting events. Michael Payne, a former IOC marketing strategist, remarked, "Because it's the medal, it's super high profile, and everyone is asking how this could happen, especially coming from LVMH, whose raison d'etre is quality and precision." Historically, issues with medal quality have emerged in other Olympic Games, such as the 2016 Rio Games, where replacements were also necessary. However, the scale of LVMH's branding during the Paris Games, where its flagship products were prominently featured, has intensified the scrutiny on the luxury brand, which had sought to leverage the global platform to enhance its image. In response to the crisis, the IOC has promised that damaged medals will be systematically replaced, ensuring that replacements will bear identical engravings to the originals. Meanwhile, the Monet de Paris has reportedly updated its varnish application process in hopes of preventing a recurrence of these issues. As the dust settles on the Paris Games, the incident serves as a reminder of the potential pitfalls associated with high-stakes sponsorships and the expectations that come with them. The situation also points to a growing demand for greater accountability from corporations that seek to intertwine their brands with the ideals of excellence and achievements symbolized by the Olympics. Looking ahead, this controversy may catalyze a re-evaluation of corporate partnerships in sports, particularly as consumers become increasingly vocal about product quality and brand integrity. The fallout from the Paris Games could shape not only the future of Olympic sponsorships but also influence how luxury brands manage their reputations in the age of social media, where athlete experiences and public perceptions can swiftly alter brand narratives. In a rapidly evolving technological landscape, recent events have underscored the complex relationship between innovation and ethical considerations, particularly in the realms of artificial intelligence and military applications. As nations grapple with the implications of advanced technologies, companies like Google find themselves positioned at the intersection of commercial interests and moral responsibilities. Following the recent Hamas attack, Google swiftly sought to enhance its collaboration with Israel's military, pushing to sell its AI tools to bolster defense capabilities. This decision has raised eyebrows and ignited discussions about the role of tech companies in warfare and national security. Experts in the field have highlighted the potential risks associated with deploying AI in military contexts, including the ethical dilemmas of automation in combat situations. When technology is used in conflict, the stakes become alarmingly high. Companies must consider not just their profits but the broader implications of their innovations, stated Dr. Emily Carter, a technology ethics researcher. In a separate but equally significant development, former President Donald Trump's recent executive orders have faced immediate backlash, with legal challenges emerging from various fronts. Critics argue that these orders undermine existing regulations, potentially destabilizing sectors that rely on established frameworks for operations. Legal experts warn that this could lead to a chaotic regulatory environment, complicating compliance for businesses. We are witnessing the potential for significant disruption in key industries. The legal landscape may take months, if not years, to stabilize, commented John Davidson, a regulatory affairs analyst. Meanwhile, an unexpected partnership is forming between Trump and former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, which has the potential to reshape political dynamics in Washington. Political analysts are closely monitoring this alliance, as both figures represent a populist wave that could influence policy directions and international relations. This partnership could signal a shift toward more nationalist policies impacting everything from trade to climate agreements, observed Claire Thompson, a political strategist. As these narratives unfold, the implications for technology and governance are profound. The intersection of AI and military operations, alongside shifting political alliances, suggests that the future of technological innovation will not only be defined by advancements in capability but also by the ethical frameworks that guide their application. In conclusion, as we move forward, the challenges posed by rapid technological advancement will require a delicate balance between innovation, ethical considerations, and regulatory oversight. Stakeholders across sectors must engage in meaningful dialogue to navigate this complex landscape, ensuring that the benefits of technology do not come at the cost of societal values. The coming months will be crucial in determining how these dynamics evolve and what they mean for the future of technology and governance. In a rapidly evolving global landscape, January 2025 has already marked significant shifts in various sectors, particularly in business and technology. Noteworthy developments include Sunak China's pioneering debt restructuring, Netflix's bold strategic moves, and the ongoing complexities of U.S. trade negotiations under the Trump administration. These events highlight the intertwining of economic realities and technological advancements that drive today's headlines. Sunak China has made history by becoming the first Chinese developer to successfully restructure its onshore debt. This landmark move is particularly significant as it reflects the broader challenges faced by the Chinese real estate sector, which has been grappling with mounting debt and regulatory scrutiny. According to industry analysts, this restructuring could set a precedent for other developers navigating similar financial strains. Sunak's decision to take this route demonstrates a proactive approach to stabilize its operations amidst a turbulent market, said a financial analyst at a leading investment firm. The implications of this restructuring extend beyond Sunak itself, potentially influencing investor confidence and market dynamics within the Chinese real estate sector. In the realm of entertainment, Netflix has announced a transformative strategy aimed at reinvigorating its user engagement and content offerings. The streaming giant is venturing into new territories, expanding its portfolio to include live sports and interactive content catering to the ever-evolving tastes of its audience. This is a significant pivot for Netflix as it seeks to differentiate itself in an increasingly crowded market, noted a media analyst. With subscriber growth stalling and saturated markets, Netflix's shift towards live programming could redefine viewer experiences and bolster its competitive edge against rivals like Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video. The company's commitment to innovative content delivery is expected to reshape not only its subscriber base but also the broader streaming landscape. Meanwhile, the political arena is heating up as former President Donald Trump pushes for an early renegotiation of the U.S. trade deal with Mexico and Canada. This move has raised eyebrows among economists and policymakers alike, as the original agreement, known as the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement USMCA, was crafted with careful consideration of various economic factors. Trump's insistence on revisiting the deal reflects a desire to adapt to changing economic conditions and protect American jobs. However, experts caution that such renegotiations could lead to instability in trade relations and uncertainty in the markets. Renegotiating trade agreements is a complex process that can have far-reaching consequences. Stakeholders must be prepared for potential disruptions, remarked an economist from a prominent think tank. As these developments unfold, the interconnectedness of technology, commerce, and politics becomes increasingly apparent. The outcomes of Sunak China's restructuring, Netflix's strategic expansion, and the evolving trade discussions will undoubtedly influence future trends in their respective sectors. Investors, consumers, and policymakers will keenly observe how these dynamics shape the global economy in the months to come. The next chapter in this unfolding narrative promises to be as compelling as the last, with each event setting the stage for broader implications in the ever-changing landscape of business and technology. A significant move reflecting the fierce competition in the artificial intelligence sector. Google has announced an additional investment of over $1 billion into Anthropic, a burgeoning rival to OpenAI. This latest infusion of capital supplements Google's previous commitment of approximately $2 billion, bringing its total stake in the AI startup to a substantial $3 billion. The decision underscores Google's strategic initiative to strengthen its position in the generative AI landscape, where it has been perceived as lagging behind other tech giants like Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta. Anthropic, which was founded by a group of former OpenAI employees, has quickly established itself as a key player in the generative AI space, particularly known for its Claude AI models capable of generating text, images, and code based on user prompts. The startup is reportedly on the verge of securing an additional $2 billion from Silicon Valley venture capitalists, a move that could triple its valuation to approximately $60 billion. Such financial backing indicates not only investor confidence but also the escalating demand for advanced AI technologies. The stakes are high in this rapidly evolving sector, with Anthropic competing against heavyweights such as OpenAI and Elon Musk's xAI, both of which raised substantial capital last year. In total, Anthropic has already attracted $8 billion in investments from prominent backers like Amazon, which is integrating Claude models into its Alexa voice assistant. This influx of funding is pivotal as companies race to develop next-generation AI systems, pushing the boundaries of capabilities in applications. While Anthropic's revenues surged to an annualized $1 billion as of December, reportedly a tenfold increase compared to the previous year, investors remain cautious about the path to profitability. The intense competition and high costs associated with developing advanced AI models mean that immediate profits may not be on the horizon. However, many stakeholders believe that breakthroughs in AI could ultimately yield trillions of dollars in value across various sectors. Dario Amodei, Anthropic's CEO, expressed optimism about the future of AI, stating in a recent interview that he is more confident than ever in the imminent emergence of AI systems surpassing human capabilities in numerous tasks. This ambition aligns with the broader aspirations of the tech industry, which is increasingly focused on not just creating advanced AI tools but ensuring their safe and responsible deployment. As this competitive landscape intensifies, the relationships between AI startups and their tech conglomerate investors are attracting scrutiny. The Federal Trade Commission under former Commissioner Lina Khan had previously investigated the implications of these investments on market competition. However, with Khan's departure, there is a renewed sense of confidence among dealmakers in pursuing strategic partnerships. In parallel developments, other notable investments in AI are shaping the industry. For instance, ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, plans to allocate $12 billion towards AI chips in 2025, highlighting the global race for AI infrastructure. Simultaneously, SoftBank and OpenAI have unveiled plans for a monumental $100 billion infrastructure project named Stargate, aimed at bolstering AI capabilities in the United States. While these developments signal a vibrant future for AI, they also raise questions about regulatory frameworks and the potential consequences of unrestrained competition. As companies strive to innovate and capture market share, the balance between fostering competition and ensuring ethical practices will be crucial. Looking ahead, the AI sector is poised for transformative advancements, with investments fueling innovation and the race for supremacy showing no signs of slowing down. As major players like Google and ByteDance ramp up their efforts, the implications for the global tech landscape will be profound, redefining how businesses and consumers interact with technology in the years to come. In a significant shift in federal policy, the Trump administration has ordered the immediate suspension of federal diversity initiatives, resulting in the paid leave of employees working in diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility (DEIA) offices. This directive, confirmed by White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, marks a stark departure from previous administrations' efforts to promote inclusivity within the government and workforce. The memo from the Office of Personnel Management instructed all department heads to notify employees of their leave by Wednesday evening, a move that has sparked concerns about the future of diversity programs across federal agencies. The decision to dismantle DEIA efforts comes as part of President Trump's broader campaign promises to eliminate what he describes as illegal and immoral discrimination programs associated with diversity initiatives. On his first day back in office, Trump repealed a series of executive orders that previously aimed to advance LGBTQ+ rights and promote gender inclusivity. In his remarks, Trump characterized these efforts as discriminatory against white Americans, particularly white men, suggesting that they fostered an environment of inequity within federal institutions. The Biden administration forced illegal and immoral discrimination programs into virtually all aspects of the federal government, Trump stated, asserting a return to a merit-based society devoid of what he claims are divisive policies. These changes reflect a growing backlash against DEI initiatives that have gained traction in corporate and governmental sectors in recent years. Critics argue that such policies often prioritize identity over qualifications, while advocates contend they are essential for creating equitable workplaces. The implications of this policy shift extend beyond mere administrative changes. With the closure of DEIA programs, federal employees dedicated to promoting diversity and inclusion will find themselves in precarious positions, while many fear that marginalized groups may lose the support systems designed to protect their rights and foster inclusive environments. The administration's move has prompted a flurry of reactions, with advocates for social justice and equity condemning the actions as a regression in civil rights. As the Trump administration progresses with its agenda, the impact on federal employment practices and the wider societal understanding of diversity will unfold. This decision not only signals a return to previously contested policies but also raises questions about the future of inclusivity in American institutions. Observers will be watching closely to gauge the administration's next steps and the potential ripple effects on both public and private sectors where diversity programs have become increasingly commonplace. In conclusion, the suspension of federal diversity initiatives under the Trump administration marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing dialogue surrounding equity and inclusion in the United States. As the nation grapples with its complex identity and the roles of various demographic groups, the outcomes of this policy shift will likely shape the landscape of American governance and workplace culture for years to come. The commitment to inclusivity, once considered a progressive norm, now faces significant challenges ahead. In a chilling winter marked by sub-zero temperatures and a stark contrast between the affluent and the vulnerable, a compelling story of resilience and compassion has emerged from Scranton, Pennsylvania. As temperatures plummeted, a group of individuals drawn together by shared experiences of addiction and recovery took it upon themselves to provide warmth and shelter to the city's homeless population. Their efforts, spearheaded by Jeff B., a former homeless man and recovering methamphetamine addict, exemplify the human spirit's capacity to care for others in dire circumstances. On January 22, 2025, as the 47th President of the United States was inaugurated in a climate-controlled venue filled with billionaires, Jeff B. and his friends including Brian Kerrigan and TJ, were busy transforming a box truck into a temporary sanctuary for those in need. It was Jeff's idea. "I'm just grateful to help make it happen," Brian remarked as they unloaded donated food and prepared the truck for its new role as a refuge. Brian, who has been sober for nearly 27 years, runs Junkan Monkeys Hauling Company, a business that employs individuals overcoming addiction. His understanding of recovery and the importance of second chances has shaped the organization into a beacon for those struggling with substance abuse. Jeff's journey from homelessness to a stable life, involving a job, an apartment, and a car, serves as a testament to the power of redemption. He emphasizes the importance of remembering one's roots, stating, "If it helps just one person, my struggle was worth it." The box truck, parked near the Pen Paper Building, quickly became a lifeline for those unwilling to seek shelter in formal facilities which often impose strict rules and schedules. Many, like Jeff, view these shelters as a step backward. "You may have to put up with people you don't like," he explained, reflecting the complexities of communal living among the homeless. The warmth inside the truck, enhanced by space heaters and hot drinks, stood in stark contrast to the frigid conditions outside. As the night wore on, the safe haven welcomed 7 men who had come from various backgrounds but shared a common struggle. The camaraderie within the truck was palpable, underpinned by the spirit of mutual support. Donations poured in through social media, providing essential items like warm clothing and hygiene products. Jeff, amidst the chaos of sorting through donations, found a sense of fulfillment. Echoing the sentiment that helping others is a path to healing, one of the first things Brian said to me when I first met him is that he gets blessings so he can continue to bless others. This heartwarming initiative underscores a critical issue facing many cities across the United States: the need for compassion towards the homeless, especially during winter months when survival is a daily battle. Jeff's story, alongside those of his companions, illustrates the profound impact of community-driven efforts in addressing homelessness. As cities grapple with rising homelessness exacerbated by economic challenges and a lack of affordable housing, the innovative solutions brought forth by individuals like Jeff serve as a reminder of the potential for change that lies within personal transformation and collective action. Moving forward, it will be essential for policymakers and communities to recognize and support such grassroots initiatives, ensuring that compassion remains at the forefront of the conversation about homelessness and recovery.